you want to get rid of that 48 pitch spur gear and go to a 32 pitch? 32 is a little bit stronger, so if you're having problems with that 48, this is your fix right here. The Bowhouse spur gear adapter. This will allow you to run a 32 pitch spur gear like the Traxxas and stuff like that, or the Kimbrough spur gear right here. This is a 50 tooth 32 pitch spur gear. Yeah, so that's going on. And while I have the transmission out doing all this conversion, I'm also putting on the Bowhouse skid right here. This lowers the transmission by almost 2 millimeters. Now, you may not think 2 millimeters is a lot, but when you look at the overall build of the truck, 2 millimeters makes that incremental difference that can make the difference on getting a climb or not. So we're going to get this on the table, get it torn down, get the stuff put in, and take it for a drive. Take a look. This looks like a nice, simple, easy job. Yank that transmission, unplug the motor, do a little spreading on the chassis, slide in the new skid. Very nice piece from Bowhouse, guys. Really nice piece. Gear is on and there's no spacer or bearing required to fit that. Now they do make this in a 54 tooth. I chose the 50 tooth because I wanted this to go a little bit faster. The gearing that I have right now is about 7-to-1. So this with the 10 tooth pinion gear that I have is going to be 5-to-1. So it's definitely going to pick up some speed. So we'll get to see how that works out. Now the place where this is going to be competed at got some good dirt stuff. So that speed may be useful. This is the setup I've been running right there. Look at that teeny tiny little 12 tooth pinion gear. A direct comparison between the gears. 12 tooth pinion, 86 tooth spur gear, 7-to-1. 10 tooth pinion gear, 50 tooth spur gear, 5-to-1. I've got a problem. The pinion gear will not make it to the spur gear. I got to go bigger on the pinion gear. Maybe even order the 54 tooth spur gear as well. This is going to be fast. I had to go to a 16 tooth pinion gear for this. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely going to have to get that 54 tooth spur and get this thing geared down. But you know, I guess we're going to see how this runs. Should be pretty quick. With the transmission taken care of, it's time to get this skid out right here. And you will need a spacer for this right here. And this bolt right here, that's above my finger, not the link bolt. You can see it right there. That one will not be reused as this is a universal skid. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing put in. Stock skid on the left, Bowhouse on the right. This is where the stock transmission mounts. Look at this recess. That is where the Bowhouse mounts right there. So with that, you get a lower transmission, lower center of gravity, and better driveline angles. The skid is in. Make sure you know where these go. The skid is in place. Make sure these are on the correct side unless you want to do some changing to the transmission and all that. As far as this right here goes, this piece right here, I use a 2mm spacer. I believe these are Team K&K, I believe. I got them a while back at a USTE event. So basically I'm going to do the same thing right over here, and this skid is going to be awesome. I got to reuse the set screws and put those into place right there. So coming together nicely. There we go, guys. It's a nice smooth skid. There we go, guys. Gotta say, that's a smooth skid on this thing. I like that. Well, here it is. Now, I mean, maybe 1 degree less on the angles. Maybe. But either way, it's in, and we can take this thing for a drive. And by the way, if you're unfamiliar with this truck, I've got this servo on axle mount, Holmes BLS SHV 800 servo. I got the Trenchers G8 compound, got some gold wheels. I was hoping they were more yellow. Got the Holmes Revolver, got the Crawlmaster Mini ESC, little BEC right there. So yeah, not quite stock anymore. So first thing up is the speed. This has got a 3.125 to 1 ratio. That's a whole lot faster than the 7 to 1. So let's just see how fast this thing is. Now, hopefully this doesn't hurt the crawlability, because I really love the way this thing just crawls so slow and controlled. Well, we're about to find out. Now, in many places around here where I compete, got a lot of dirt climbs, and sometimes it's nice to have some wheel speed. Let's go to the rocks. Let's see what we got. Okay, crawl looks pretty good. Let's see what we got going here. Definitely got more wheel speed, I can tell that. Let's see here, we're gonna get down and try to crawl a little bit. A little more touchy on the throttle. Certainly punchy, that's for sure. Let's check that down control here. Should be just as good. I mean, one of the beauties of this truck is its crawlability, especially when I had everything. See, it's looking pretty good. Sorry for the bug noise. They have a mind of their own. So this thing, we're moving pretty good now. By driving it, pretty sure I'm just simply going to go ahead and order the 54 tooth spur gear. And at that point, I can probably get down to maybe a 14 tooth pinion gear. That'll probably put me just right, because it's definitely got more punch to it. I think we got a little more fun factor. Get a little more crawl in on this, get a little more feel. Still got a pretty darn good crawl to it, even with the faster ratio, I gotta say. Let's see, probably gonna roll it right here. I'm gonna try to get on this ledge and ride that ledge down. There we go. Get my finger, keep my thumb on the part that I need. Oh, see, if I had dig on it, I could dig right on up that. Move that front end right over. Very nice. Oh yes, very punchy. Now over here, I've done a little bit of concrete work. Got some new stuff. It's not totally ironed out yet, but oh. Okay, now we're set up perfectly for the new concrete. Let's see what we got here. That's not a good line. About to take it on over there, wasn't it? Ooh. I went into that every possible wrong way. Haven't got the footer or anything done yet. This is a good little spot. You're gonna take a little bump. I guess let's try out that new power. Holy moly! I've never seen this thing jump like that before. Okay. Try that again. Right there. Okay, this is not a basher. This is a crawler. I got to tone it down. If not, I'll be broke something that I never would have broke with the other gearing. I'll sit here and do some crawling right on up through here. Now, one thing about the concrete that we've got, I noticed a little bit of a cog right there. So yeah, I definitely got to get this thing geared down a little bit more. 54 tooth spur will be ordered soon. Oh, look at this! I hung up on the body and got some dig, and it's about to go over. Huh. Ugh. That's tough. If I can not flip it over. Look at that. All right, cool. Did not flip it over there. Let's go over here. Flipped it over. This is the nemesis for this truck now, right here. Trying to get this. Definitely going to gear it down a little bit more. But I doubt that 2mm on the transmission is going to get this, but I know I can throttle through it. I know I can throttle it, but I gotta get that back. I really want to crawl it. Looks like, ha! My first crawl. The first crawl I've made successfully with this. I bounced through it one time. That was awesome. Well guys, the install went good. Spur gear, I kind of chose the wrong combo. Ended up with like a 17 tooth pinion gear, 52 spur. That's got to come down. Even though it worked out there. And if you were doing on more of a dirt course trail, this would actually be a really good ratio for that. But I was kind of missing a little bit of that low end control, that 7-to-1 that I had on there. I was kind of missing a little bit of that, but I was kind of enjoying the hop, the power. So, got to go somewhere in the middle. So 54 tooth spur gear is going to be ordered, and the smallest pinion I can fit on that. Not sure if I can get a 10 tooth on that, but anyway, maybe something like maybe a 12 or 13. Either way, I think it'll get the ratio just about perfect. So guys, in that description, I will link all the stuff up here, including that skid, which is actually really nice. I was really happy with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Ridgeline, sideways, finally crawled it. Was that 2mm all I needed? Don't know, but I got it. Sometimes it's the accumulation of parts and pieces that you really see a difference. Wasn't expecting it to get it though, but it did. That's perfect. Anyway, guys, I will put those links down below for all this stuff. Make sure you guys check them out. They are affiliate links. They help out the channel when you guys use them. So, guys, check that description. Use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. And thank you all for watching. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So, in the description, there's a link to become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, it's a very simple $2, $5, $10, or if you really got some money, $25 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel. So, get that, and I am doing monthly giveaways for members only, so you might want to consider it. So, guys, use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all for watching.